Yo, what is going on, guys? What is going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, guys? 300K. Appreciate you guys so much. Appreciate each and every one of you. What's going on? David Relly says, throw me a YOLO. I'm behind on my kids' tuition. I hope you're joking. Patrick says, congrats on 300K. Appreciate you. What's up, Surf? Garla Patti, what's going on? What? Fist is best. Already with the degeneracy. Fist is best. Come on, bro. It's too early for that. It's 5:30 a.m. where I'm at. You can't be saying shit like that. Principessa says, good morning from Chicago. What's going on, Chi-Town? Good morning to BRJ, BVM, JK, Silver Fox. What's going on, man? Leonel Flores. Buenos dias. Adam Steinberg. Adam, your band. Rhett Brown. What's going on? Tommy Luck. Prompted. What's going on? I hope you caught that gold long. Prompted. Alec. What's going on? More hands. Yamef. You are the best Algerian from San Francisco. I'm not Algerian and I'm not in San Francisco, but I appreciate you. Some very, very strange comments here. I don't know. Stuff must be strong. You guys are on smoking some strong stuff. My first live stream with the Traveling Trader. What's going on? Dexter Mendoza, Chris Garcia, Jasmine. What's going on, Jazz? Spencer Duarte. What's going on? I missed it. Unfortunately, Surf caught it. Wow, I would have bet the other way. All right, guys, what's going on? So, ton of giveaways that we're going to be doing throughout the stream today, but also, obviously, going to be, wow, already getting a bunch of spamming warnings from Nightbot. I have a guard. His name is Nightbot. He makes sure y'all don't spam. How do I win the giveaway? Well, not like that. So we're going to be giving away merch, going to be giving away memberships. Well, I'm going to be giving away one lifetime membership today for sure. So you get a lifetime Mastermind membership. And if you're already a lifetime Mastermind membership, you can opt to give it to somebody else and I'll figure out something else for you. Because we do have quite a few Mastermind members. So, and I notice a few of you on this call. So we're going to give away one lifetime Mastermind membership. We're going to be giving away merch. Going to be giving away cash prizes. I don't know, maybe dinner cards or something. But also in the description of this video, you will see a bunch of offers already. So all of the current coupon codes I have. Oh, and you get a 30% discount to either the annual or the lifetime. You'll only get that on this stream. We're not putting that anywhere else. So you'll see that code in the description. And what else? And lastly, oh yeah, for those of you that are not part of the Mastermind, we are doing, to celebrate, I'm doing a free trading Mastermind webinar. This is going to be February 2nd at noon Eastern. You will not get the details unless you are on this list. Only 1,000 people, because that's the limit on Zoom. The first 1,000 people are in, and that's it. So it's live. It's not recorded. I'm going to be teaching it. Yeah, and if you wanted to learn how to trade in 2025, because the opportunities are coming with the new administration, with the volatility that's coming, the war between Jerome Powell and Donald Trump, if you don't know how to trade, you're going to miss opportunities of a lifetime. Windows like this don't come too often, these volatility windows. But the next 4 years, are going to be ripe, full of opportunities, both long and short. So if you ever want to learn how to trade and you currently are not part of the mastermind, if you are part of the mastermind, don't sign up to this, okay? You don't need to. But if you're not part of the mastermind, doing a free live webinar teaching you how to trade, that link is in the description. Make sure that you sign up. First 1,000 people. And that is it, my friends. Take. All right, let's get into the markets. One second. And I'll be doing the giveaways throughout the show. So let's go. Okay. I'm gonna pin this message. All right, last night I sent out in the Discord, just to show you that nobody's perfect, in the Swings channel, I said I'm going to be taking this gold long overnight. Gold long ends up playing out. Gold makes new highs, and I missed it by 1 point. This would have been $2,000 per contract on gold futures. Just to show you, not everybody's perfect. Actually, there are no perfect traders. All right. So this morning, we have news at 9:45 PMI, which is a measure of economic strength, a measure of inflation. That comes out at 9:45. Then we have home sales and consumer sentiment at 10. So a nice, what I hate is no news Mondays and no news Fridays. So we do have potentially some nice volatility coming. And as I told you yesterday, or not yesterday, as I've been telling you for months, the war between Jerome Powell and Donald Trump has already started, with Donald Trump saying that he expects Jerome Powell to listen to him, to listen to his calls for lowering interest rates. So right now, let's take a look at ES. The SPY and SPX made all-time highs, right? What is this? What? The SPY and SPX made all-time highs. We achieved this yesterday. All-time highs on the SPY. ES, which is the S&P futures, not quite yet, okay? So the dangerous thing about today, if you want stocks to keep going up, is that we have slight bearish divergence. So you see how NQ made a lower high and ES made a higher high. You don't want this to hold. What I want to see is NQ. These can be considered relative equal highs because they're a few points away, but I do want to see NQ breach this. If it doesn't get above 22,111.25, then we can have not a very nice Friday. Okay, we need to get above this to avoid that bearish divergence taking hold, in my opinion. The unfortunate thing is there is a lot of reason to go down. we have so many unfilled RTH gaps, right? RTH gaps, RTH stands for regular trading hours. This is something we'll go over in the free trading webinar if you don't know what it is. But these right here, these are gaps left by the closing price from yesterday and the opening price from today, okay? Now, futures trade 23 hours a day. So typically, when you're looking at a regular futures chart, there are no gaps because it trades 23 hours a day. But you can isolate this to just the regular trading hours, and these gaps usually end up getting filled, and it's not very common that you leave 3 of them behind. So there is impetus for filling them, and we do have one between Tuesday and Wednesday right here. So if we do start going down, that will be my target, but I don't want stocks to go down. I really don't. I like when they go up. So in terms of setups, a few things that I'm looking at Nvidia here, getting, stalled on this air gap here. We do have equal highs that I expect to take. Nvidia reports earnings in a month, so I think it has quite a bit of time before earnings to achieve that. The one that I don't have faith in moving a lot is Tesla, because if you notice something, when Tesla has made a big move towards earnings, right before earnings, what we tend to see is this sort of stagnating around the 50-day moving average. You can see that here. You can see that here. You can see that here. In the days before earnings, it tends to stagnate. So we made this huge move between October and January, and now we are hovering here. So I don't expect Tesla to move a ton unless, obviously, Elon comes out with some unexpected news. But if you look at its earnings are January 29th, which is unfortunately the same day as FOMC. It's the same day as FOMC. So it's only, what is this, Wednesday? 1, 2, 3. Only 3 more trading days after today till Tesla's earnings. So I personally don't expect much movement here until earnings. Now we are still in a very bullish pattern on Tesla, in a bullish potential continuation pattern here. And so we have this downtrend that we broke out of. This line is the previous all-time high. And you can see that if we go back right there. So this is a very important level that we broke above and are retesting it. So this, as of now, looks extremely bullish, but you will likely not see movement until Wednesday, just based on its history. So that's what we're waiting on Tesla. A couple of sleeper picks here. Datadog. This is in the cloud security, cloud platform space, right? So if you think of, not exactly, but if you think of like CrowdStrike, Palantir, like I said, they have different offerings, not exactly in the same space, but in the same realm. But you can see that it has dropped to its major trend line here, sitting at another major level. This is the high. We are retesting that high. Technical analysis is really easy if you could draw a horizontal line, right? I promise you, you don't need to know much more than being able to draw a horizontal line and sometimes a diagonal line if you want to draw like a trend line or something. That's it. You don't really need much. You just need context, right? What's an important level? That's an important level. Also, former all-time high being retested. And you can see this trend line here. So this converges with the all-time high and with this trend line. It's a very important level. Now, Datadog does have earnings, but it's in 3 weeks. So we have seen it rally. We have seen it stall before earnings, and we have seen it make big moves before earnings too. So let's see. But this right here is a sleeper pick. And the other one that I'm looking at like a hawk is SMCI. This one has been eerily quiet to me because of all of the hoopla with the Stargate project, the AI spending, etc. This one, not only are they a major player in that space because they provide the liquid cooled racks that can house and merge, I think, up to 100,000 Nvidia GPUs. So they do make a very useful product that is needed in order for these companies to scale their AI R&D. And you can see that it's been basing here, and it's not without reason, okay? It has a ton of not a ton. It suffered a major blow when its previous auditor, which is considered one of the biggest accounting firms in the world with a stellar reputation, Ernst & Young, fired them because they said, your guys' accounting looks horrible and you're not going to pass any regulatory tests, or you're not going to meet any regulatory requirements the way you do accounting. So if Ernst & Young fires you, we already have precedents with companies like Enron, right? That causes a scare. So SMCI tanked all the way to the teens, to $17, after hitting a high of 122. Now, another accounting firm picked them up, BDO. BDO has a mixed reputation. They are a very big firm, but they have a mixed reputation. So sometimes in these situations, they were able to save companies and fix their accounting junk and get them back into compliance, right? Sometimes they have not, if you look at their track record. So if you look at SMCI's buying here, tons of volume here. Look at this volume, right? And on this little pullback here, no volume. This is typically what you see right before breakouts, but we are beholden to news here. And if SMCI can break out of here, I will likely buy some calls that are dated, at least a month or 2 months out, maybe even 3, and just sit on them. And obviously our swings don't come without exit plans, right? I would plan to exit below this, which is $29. But if they come in compliance and they have their deadline on February 25th, if they come in compliance with NASDAQ, this is the one AI play that has not yet pumped, right? We saw Microsoft pump. We saw ARM pump. We are invested in ASML. We saw ASML pump, obviously Nvidia, Google, but not yet SMCI. So I think this can be a sleeper pick. Fields says gay. Very good. Very good, Fields. You're already contributing very heavily to our conversation. All right. Yung Chi just signed up for Discord. Hell yeah. Welcome aboard. Today, only 30% off either annual or lifetime. This code is not anywhere else except for this live stream. You'll see it pinned at the top of the comment section. For those of you that are not on YouTube and are on Twitter or Twitch or wherever the hell this is broadcasting, the code is 300K, 300K at checkout off of the annual or the lifetime. AMD has a terrible looking chart. I call AMD the advanced money destroyer, okay? This is horrible. This is not something you want to see. I don't know why people keep loading up on AMD calls. A month or two ago, I did buy calls at this level here, or not a calls. I bought a call spread, debit call spread. Ended up letting that go. I'm not going to touch AMD, okay? I'm not going to touch AMD unless we get above 131. So if we break out of this downtrend, get above, I also want to see a retest. That's when I would touch AMD. Other than that, I'm not touching AMD. AMD can go much lower. It can go below $100. It's already overvalued based on its guidance, based on its... I don't think anyone's looked at its financials. Here's how I think people play AMD, or here's how I think people treat AMD, right? They say, AMD, that is a chip company. What is the other chip company that I know? Nvidia. Oh man, AMD and Nvidia must be the same thing. Look at Nvidia go. That's crazy. AMD is undervalued. Have you looked at its financials? No. Have you looked at its revenue? No. Have you looked at its compound annual growth rate? No. Have you looked at its cash? No. But it's chip company, like Nvidia. No. AMD and Nvidia are not the same. They're not even in the same stratosphere, dude. It's like take the top NBA player right now, Jokic, Wembanyama, whoever, right? It's like that and someone playing in a 5th grade league. That's the difference between AMD and Nvidia. And if you don't believe me, let's do this right here. One of the things that I love about public, and shout out to you guys that have gotten yourself public accounts, is I can ask public questions. What is AMD's market cap? Let's see what public says about AMD's market cap. Why is my internet going so slow? Why is my internet lagging? Wait, is my camera lagging? Maybe it's public servers lagging. Let me close this browser. Here, we could do it here. $199 billion. That's AMD's market cap. What do you think Nvidia's market cap is? 3.6 trillion. Nvidia spends more on lunch per year for its employees than the entire company of AMD is worth, okay? They're not even in the same stratosphere. Now, I do like AMD. I just think that people have overloaded on it because they think somehow that AMD and Nvidia are cousins. Now, the CEOs might be cousins, and they actually are. But they're not in the same stratosphere company-wise, okay? I do think there's a place for AMD, and I think AMD has beat out, miraculously has beat out Intel. But because Intel was the powerhouse, but from a chart standpoint, I cannot get in it unless it crosses this level, this 131 level right here. I need it above that. Otherwise, I'm not touching it. As someone who owns both products, I disagree. I don't care. Wow, you bought an AMD chip. It's not about whether the product is good, guys. It's about whether they can scale in the next AI revolution, right? There's a reason that Nvidia's sales, there's a reason that Nvidia's sales continue to grow. Let me see if I can find a good comparison chart for you. What expo we looking for SMCI calls? I don't have SMCI calls, and I'm not looking for expos. I'm looking for SMCI to break out of that trend line. So if you want to front run, then pick your own expiration. Be patient. Okay. To the person that said, I own both products, I disagree. This is the problem with newbie investors, right? They buy a pair of shoes or a chip and they think that it's great. And they think that that somehow should translate to stock price. It doesn't. Look at this. Revenue growth year over year, 153%. AMD is actually the worst of this bunch. Doesn't even crack 10%. Revenue growth forward, right? What is it expected to grow at? 93% Nvidia, 10% AMD. Look at the 3-year CAGR, 67% 3-year compound annual growth rate, 62% 5-year compound annual growth rate. EBITDA year over year, 228%. Like I said, it's not even in the same stratosphere. Net income growth, 3-year compound annual growth rate of net income after you pay all your expenses, 97%. Nvidia's negative 22%. So while AMD has some highlights, like it has pretty nice gross profit margin, right? Not quite as high as Nvidia's. It's still lagging, and it gave lower guidance last time. So, be patient on this stuff. Return on equity, 127% Nvidia, AMD 3%. Right? They're not in the same stratosphere, guys. So, I mean, obviously do what you want. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Someone just asked me the question. So do what you like. And I think you can make a case to own it. But in terms of short-term options plays, I think you will get burned. I think you will get burned until it tells you that it wants to break structure. What do you think about EA? Thoughts? How about ARM? What about it? This is kind of a weak argument. Okay. The dude that said, I disagree because I own both products. I literally went through almost every single financial metric. And this idiot tells me that's the weak argument. Not, I bought a chip at Best Buy, and they are both great chips. That's the strong argument. And me going through all the financials for you and the technicals for you, that's the weak argument. Okay, bro. I'm not saying you have to agree, okay? But come on, don't be a bozo. He's probably just trolling. Yeah, I fall victim to this quite a bit. Sorry, I care so much. But do what you like. I mean, I'm sure he's tried buying AMD calls for the last 5 months. Got to switch to the lighter glasses. All right. Market opens in 27 minutes. And we have data 15 minutes after market open. Gold going for all-time highs from October. I think gold will move big today. Now, the dollar looks like it is topping out once again. If the dollar fades this, that box right there, gold is going to all-time highs today. Now, the reason that the dollar is dropping a bit is mostly because of Trump saying that we need to lower interest rates. Now, hopefully that has an effect on yields. But right now, yields still look stubborn and they still look like they're on their way. The 10-year yield looks like it's on its way to 5%. We did get a little bit of a break there, but this is why I think the rest of 2025 is going to be so volatile. Like, I expect it to have a green January. We're having a nice, healthy January, but this battle right here between the Fed funds rate, Trump, yields, that's going to make the market go haywire, I think. And if we cannot curb this 10-year yield and it goes back towards 5%, mortgage rates are already, what, 7.5%, 8%? If this goes back to 5%, without intervention from the Treasury, the Fed, then I think that's going to put a lot of pressure on the economy and on the market. I have AMD at $30. That's awesome. Good job. That's around my price, my original price point for Apple. Have you ever looked at German stocks? No. Why is TMF dropping? Because of what I just told you. Also, if you're in TMF, you're playing a very dangerous game. You're playing a very dangerous game if you're holding TMF. It is not a holding stock. It's a leveraged ETF that will do will do 3 times the damage that holding TLT will. If you're holding TMF, it's because you're gambling and you're hoping for big returns on something that is not yet solidified. I built computers years ago and bought it. I used to build computers too. Yeah, I used to love AMD chips. There was a time when Intel chips were amazing. Maybe that stopped at like Pentium 4. I'm really dating myself right now. BOJ decision doesn't remind you of August 5th. All of a sudden, everybody's a Japanese economy expert. No, August 5th had nothing to do with the already priced in expectation that Japan is hiking rates. You said some days ago you were going to load AMD. I never would ever use the word load or said the word load. Pause. I said AMD looks interesting for a long-term hold because if you look at this, you see there's a lot of volume here between 100 and 110, right? And it coincides with this major support level here. You see this support level and you see this volume? So yeah, but no, I wouldn't use the word load. You are putting words in my mouth because you want to load. Pause. Right now, I'm looking at Costco, potentially looking at Datadog, SMCI sleeper pick. This is a. Oh wow, did you guys just start buying it? Is that why it's going up? Are you guys buying this stock in the pre-market? I might buy these calls today. When the market opens, I might start a taste position, an appetizer position in SMCI. What's your take on Micron? In terms of what, man? The chips, the stock, the options? In terms of what, bro? I picked up 1,000 shares. Oh, wow. What long terms are you in right now? Right now I'm in Uber. Oh yeah, let's check on Uber's chart real quick. I think Uber is gonna rocket up. What the fuck? Uber is one of the most undervalued plays, in my opinion. We picked it up under $60. It's already close to 70. But I sent out a stock alert on Uber a while ago. Do you guys remember when it was? I think it was like back in, I bought it in December 5th. Yeah, and I also have calls on Uber. If you watch my videos, you'll see that I have the March 21st calls. You'll see that I have the March 21st calls on Uber. All right, let's just do a giveaway before market open. Why not? Do you like trading or long-term investing more? Okay, this is a very good question. I'm gonna tell it to you very concisely like this. Trading is how you make income. Investing is how you build wealth. That's it. So if you look at trading as your job, and then you take that money and you don't be a bonehead and go blow it all in Vegas, and you put that into the markets for the long term. Okay? You can either dollar cost average, or if you know how to read a chart, you can be very patient and buy undervalued companies at major support levels, right? So like Uber, we bought Google after it had dropped, when there was all that overreaction of its, I think it was the AI. It dropped, and then it dropped again on August 5th. We bought Google in the 150s, and I think Google is going to break new ground and make new highs and trade in the mid 200s. But yes, if trading is your income, investing is your job. I think investing is a lot easier, but to me, I don't look at them as the same. They're very different things. Why not sell some puts on SMCI? Nobody said not. So today is a good day to buy D-Dog? No, I'm saying that there might be a trading setup. How do you choose a stock for your investing portfolio? Research. If SMCI is able to present the 10K before, I think a short squeeze on the table. Yeah, I think it's setting up for sure. I don't know how short it is. I don't know, John Paul, if you have info on its short interest, maybe you can share that with me. But yeah. I was looking at starting a Hershey position. What do you think? I don't know. Haven't looked at that company. Maybe I'll look at it later. All right, I want to do a giveaway before market open. Is options trading the same tax rate as income? Yes. What brand of hair dye you use, bro? I'll buy their stock. I don't know, bro. Like your mom makes this mixture with like black seed oil and some other things in there. It's very holistic. She only likes it natural. So I don't know. Ask her. All right, let's do a giveaway. I'm gonna ask a question. Dr. Jennifer Berry, what's going on? Thank you. Is his mom the Gillette mom? Oh, old school joke. All right, I'm gonna ask a question, and you guys are gonna put the response, and then I'm gonna take a screenshot and pick someone at random. And what should we give away at first? What should we give away at first? Let's see. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know what merch we have. Let me check. Okay. Free membership? That's coming up, but I'm not going to do that before market open. I'm going to give away a free lifetime membership today. Hoodie. Okay, let's do a hoodie. I'm going to give away either a black. What do we have now? Black or gray? I'm going to give away a hoodie. We'll give away multiple things, okay? But first, I'm going to give away a hoodie. All right. So the question, let's see. Okay, here's the question. You guys ready? How many points did MJ score in the flu game? Let's see. No. Okay. I see one right answer. There's a bunch of wrong answers. I thought this was going to be easy. All right, let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we got a screenshot. The first right answer on this screenshot gets it. DTOSK. DTEOSK 38. That's it. Oh, prompted interior. You missed it by 1. So DTEOSK. You want a hoodie, either black or gray, of your choice. And I want you to send an email to operations@thetravelingtrader.com. Okay? Now you have to, we're going to know if you're not this person. And I need you to take a snapshot of your YouTube profile, so whatever your YouTube homepage is, making sure that it's you, and send that email to operations@thetravelingtrader.com. They'll send you back a code, and I'll need you to put that code in the comment section of this video, not in the chat, but later. Just put that code in the comment section of this video, and that way I know it's you, because it'll be a unique code. So DTEOSK, congrats. Send an email to operations@thetravelingtrader.com. Tell them what color hoodie you want. Right now, we only have gray or black. These are comfortable as hell, by the way. We only have gray or black. And they'll send you a code, and you'll need to put that code in the comment of this video. Send us your social. If you want my socials, it's in the description of this video. I need a stock like Oklo in 20s for a heavy 50K swing. Any suggestions? Yes. My suggestion is sign off this channel, take your 50K, book a nice suite at Aria. Bellagio's still nice. I really like the Wynn. And enjoy the fuck out of your weekend. Okay? What about Apple? Yeah, Apple, we initiated a buy alert on Apple shares. I'm not yet convinced of Apple options here. For the simple reason that, couple reasons. One, we are at the 200, sorry, that's the 100. My bad. Here's the 200-day moving average, right? Now, Apple has before gotten close and not hit the 200, but this right here was the Japan currency scare, okay? On regular pullbacks, when it gets close to the 200, Apple usually touches and sometimes goes below this. We do have major support at 215, and we have major support at 200. So while I like Apple for dollar cost averaging, I'm not yet ready to buy options on it, okay? We are filling this gap here, and I could easily see a world in which Apple fills this gap and comes back down. So when it comes to options, you got to be patient, unlike whoever that dude that wanted to blow 50K today. DTEOSK, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We're going to be giving away loads more throughout the stream. And I will be giving away, oh, hell yeah, our Nvidia calls are going to print. Nice. We have the March 21st 135 calls. Nvidia might fuck around and hit 150 today. I'm just saying, guys. If SMCI closes above this, I will likely buy. Let's see. Let's go to our public account. And by the way, if you want to get yourself a public account, right now paying 6.8% yield on the bond account. That's wild. It's a regulated broker based in New York. What's amazing, not only are options trades commission free, they actually pay you a rebate on all options trades. So not only are they free, you get a little bit of kickback off the order flow. So they share the order flow with you, unlike Robinhood. All right. Now, these prices here are not going to be up to date because obviously it's pre-market and the stock has moved a little bit since I talked about it. I know it's because you guys are buying it. Is there any way to switch from monthly to annual 30% code? Yes. Just buy the annual, and you're already in the Discord, so buy the annual so you take advantage of it, because that code will expire after the stream. And go here and open a ticket right there, and they'll take care of you. And you know, if you signed up for the monthly recently, they'll refund it. They'll refund you. And I'll make sure of that. But we have an awesome team. So they'll take care of you for sure. All right, let's see. Options. If we go March 21st, March 21st, 35 calls. That's what I'm looking at. Open interest of 10,000. I'm very curious to see what this number changes to today, because open interest, for some reason, and I hate this, I actually would petition to change this to the CBOE to force this information to be real time, right? For some reason, volume information is real time, open interest isn't. And it would help us options traders so much. So let me give you an example, okay? Let me give you an example. Before market open, we have 5 minutes. So if you look at order flow, right? So if you use something like unusual whales, or in this case, cheddar flow, if you want to use cheddar flow, there's a 25% code in the description. And you do Nvidia, for instance, right? And you want to see the volume. You could see here, this is a very good example. You see this right here? It says January 24th, 150 calls, okay? And you can see that someone bought, you know, 2,075 of these calls, okay? Now, yesterday's volume on that call for Nvidia was 89,000, but the open interest was 73,000. These are open contracts, okay? Now, if people were closing these calls, because they're the calls that expire today, if people are closing these calls, you're not going to really know. You have to kind of make a logical conclusion. Whether, is this a close order or are they opening new options? Because the open interest will not change until today. So today, if we look at these 150 calls expiring today and the open interest dropped, then you'll know that most of this volume was because they were closing their positions. They were closing all these open positions and not opening new ones. I really hate this. I think that for options traders, it would be much more advantageous for open interest to be real time, just like volume. So if they start closing these positions, you'll start seeing it affected here in real time. Right now, that is not the case, and I hate that. All right, $35 calls March 21st is probably what I'm looking at. You see here, order flow rebates. I've already gotten, and this is my public account, so I'm not even doing heavy volume like I am in Thinkorswim. This is just the one that I share with you guys publicly. But yeah, already making back money on the options trades that I executed. This is how much they're giving me back. And the more you trade, the more your rebate is. So not only are options trades free, they give you money back. And you can sign up for a public account using the link below to take advantage of that. But that's what I'm looking at. These right here. And I will abandon this trade if we get below 29. Easy peasy. Right? I don't let my trades bleed like that. I don't do stop losses on options. I do stop losses on futures and I do stop losses on stocks. I don't do stop losses on options. I think it's a boneheaded way to trade. I just close it if it goes below my level. Yes, Caleb, you can use that 30% off for the Mastermind lifetime. All right, Nvidia is heating up pre-market. Let's see. Do you wait for a candle close of 1 minute or 5 minute? I don't know what you're talking about. Or what are we talking about here? I want NQ to break above this high, or else the market is going to be very shaky. Tesla up 0.47, Nvidia up a whole percentage point. Holy moly. Where is... Yo. Wow. All right. My Nvidia calls right now are up almost 60%. The 135 March 21st calls. I'm going to be likely taking profits today. Next week is the Fed meeting, and I'll likely be taking profits today and then wait for another setup, because we played a very specific setup with this. Our Uber March 21st calls are up 63%. And Tesla February 21st call, I might close this out today because I don't expect Tesla to move a ton. I entered a taster position on Datadog, down about 20% on this. I need to look at that chart again. This is from an old debit spread, this TSLL. I only have one. But it was from a strangle. And then... yeah. Uber, Nvidia. All right. Not much management I got to do today. The only one I'm considering on closing is Tesla. Oh, this is very nice here. Closing above the gap and then retesting it. This is very nice here. Yeah, I think Tesla's just waiting for earnings. I'll be patient and wait to see how SMCI closes here. But I think there's a pretty easy path to $40. If not around 48, if it closes above that trend line. That is my next sleeper pick, but we could be patient there. Uber, gap up, hell yeah. I just think that if we don't cross this high today, we're going to suffer a little bit of a pullback, I think. Even the little bit of green that we are today, I think can be given back. All right. Yeah, I'll explain divergence in a second. Which coin has better fundamentals, Trump or Melania? Earnings calls for tech are all going to be same as Netflix, right? Come on, bro. Guys, if you guys are going to put hard-earned money in the markets, at least try to learn how to trade, man. This like pie in the sky, like, oh, they're all going to be like Netflix, right? I will buy calls. That's not trading. Trading is hard, dude. It's like mastering anything. Just because you have access to a brokerage account doesn't mean you should be trading. If you don't want to learn or take it serious, yeah, you're just gonna every day you're just gonna try things, and we'll hit one trade out of 5. It'll make you feel good, and you keep wondering why you're losing money in the markets, and then you're gonna try and blame your psychology, like, oh yeah, I just need to fix my psychology. No, you haven't spent thousands of hours that are required to do this seriously. It's not technical analysis, it's macroeconomics. This guy says this is macroeconomics. He says earnings call for tech are all going to be same as Netflix, right? And he's calling that macroeconomics. Yes, that's macroeconomics, bro. For all of you who are in college and are taking an econ class, go up to your econ professor and say that exact same line and see if they don't throw you out of the class same day. Where would you suggest someone starts? Bro, if you're asking that, I don't know what to tell you, man. If you really want it, you would just be Googling shit all day. If you want to get better at fundamental analysis, you learn how to read a financial statement. What is cash flow? What is a balance sheet? What is net income? What is compound annual growth rate? Why is cash flow important? How to evaluate a company. That's how you build a database in your mind. is by being curious. If you want to learn how to trade, how to read a chart, what is technical analysis, there's tons of free resources. But there's so many aspects to the market that, you know, this, how do I learn? How do you learn anything? How do you learn how to fly a plane? How do you learn how to play golf? It all starts with questions. And those questions come from natural curiosity. If you're not curious, then this game isn't for you, and that's fine. You know, but if you know how to read a chart, but you're struggling with position size, you can Google risk management, how to do risk management in trading. Go down that rabbit hole. Oh, I guess this is a good time as any to plug. And if you want to learn how to trade, I'm doing a free webinar on February 2nd. You'll see that link in the description. I'm doing a free webinar on February 2nd. First 1,000 people that are on this list are in. If you're already a Mastermind member, do not put your name on this list, okay? Let someone else take the spot. Put your name on this list. First 1,000 people are in. February 2nd at noon Eastern, I'm teaching a trading class, all right? It's going to be live. It's not recorded. So if you want to learn how to swing trade and day trade, come to that class. It's not going to be an investing class. It's going to be aimed at swing trading and day trading. There's these equal highs on NASDAQ that I think will get taken out. But ES already hit Asia high and took that out. And we now have bearish divergence. So I wonder if there's a short on YM here. Oh, what is this level on oil? That's the daily fair value gap. Okay. I think there might be a long on oil. We have data in 3 minutes, guys. We have a big data drop in 3 minutes. Red folder news. So PMI is being released in 3 minutes. 2 minutes now. So we'll not make a move on the day trades until that. I want to see if these highs get blasted on NASDAQ. Link to his free swing trade thing. Check the description. It's in everything's in the description. You'll see it in there. Description of this video. What do you think about Moderna? Thoughts? Oof. Man, there's bearish divergence here between NASDAQ and ES. I want to short this so bad, but I'm going to wait until data. You don't see it? You don't see the link? It is in the description. But here, I'll put it for you here. What date is coming out? I just said it like 100 times, bro. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we took out those highs. Now, what I need to see is this high right here taken on NQ. If not, then I think we're going down. So that high 22,122, if that high is not taken, we still have high time frame bearish divergence. Let's see if this sweeps one more time before 950. Will I get the same 30% off the next annual renewal? No, dude, the code's only good for today. One second, I'll be right back. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Do you have a 7-day trial for long-term investing? No. What people do with that is, because it's a long-term, they'll sign up for the 7-day trial, go back, take all the ideas, buy all those stocks, and then cancel. AT says no free trial needed at $35 as a gift. I agree. I try to make it for those that are only interested in long-term investing. I try to make it priced fairly. I mean, if you're trying to get that for free, honestly, you're not taking this seriously. I might take a short on NQ here. I mean, I don't know. How much does Kramer charge? $100 a month? I'm going to try a short here real quick. Even though ES is not showing the weakness here. But NQ setup looks pretty nice. We do have news at 10. So this is kind of a front run of news. But I don't mind. It's a pretty small stop limit here. Man, there's SMT divergence all over the place. Yeah, news at 10 I think matters, but it's a pretty small stop limit. All right, got stopped on that first small position. I'm going to wait for 10 o'clock news here in 7 minutes. And I think that same play presents itself. Oh, what? I didn't have this copied. But if NQ does touch that high by news, this high that I have here, which is on the daily, from the daily chart, but I still think a short is in play here. That's what I think the play is. And I might have been a little early on it. Yeah, I think the short is the play here. but we can be a little patient. ES showing a lot of weakness here. ES took those equal highs. This looks like a manipulation up. I think we fill this RTH gap today. And we still have that high time frame SMT. I'm going to take this short. We do have news in 3 minutes, so this is a risky spot to be in, but I like the setup. I really think that if that high time frame SMT holds, bouncing off of 930. And that 1 minute inverted gap there. Actually, this right here can be a dangerous bounce right there. Yeah, best to wait for 10 o'clock news, guys. 1 minute. because we did bounce off of this in 930. There is a bearish play here for sure. All right, news is out. Let's see. Consumer sentiment lower than expected. Existing home sales higher than expected. High time frame SMT still intact. I still think this is a short, guys. Obviously, we have 5 minute and 930 there, but if we pass this, I think we go to Shitsville. We still have London low unmitigated. If we pass this, I think we go down. That's a pretty strong level right there. I look to take one off at 830. Fuck, I'll take one off here. Where is RTH here? We're hitting VWAP. I'll look to take this off at right here. Fuck it. VWAP in 830. Reason being, ES is in that. NQ does have a fair value gap here at 830. And we now have bullish divergence. Yeah, I think there will be a potential bounce here. So I tried the short a bit early in my prop accounts. Was out for a couple minus couple hundred stop limit. Took the short in my real money. Up almost 800 on the day so far. I think we could drop even lower. But ES already took out London low, and NQ don't think did. So there's still a lot of bullish divergence here. And I do think NQ can go for that high. Let's see, though. I think things are a little, from a broad standpoint of view, I think things are a little precarious. But after that news drop, getting past that and getting past that, I figured there was a short-term short. Love watching you trade live. Made bank today. Hell yeah. Holy moly. That's the type of move you want to see from Costco. These calls are expensive. Only up 3% so far, but I think that's a start. I think that's a start of a bigger move. Okay, up a cool 400 in the public account today. The Uber February 27th calls up a nice almost 10%. The March 21st calls up 62% on these. Datadog still in play here. I'm going to get rid of Tesla here while it's at break even because, like I said, I don't expect it to move before earnings. So almost exactly a break even, slightly positive actually, but Nvidia March 21st calls up at 52%. So I'm going to make a decision on Nvidia today, but Costco looking good so far. Why isn't the VIX moving? Why would the VIX need to move? I don't get it. Because you bought calls? Good job, Aisha. Wait, Costco declared a quarterly cash dividend of $1.16 payable on February 21st. I think that's priced in, though. See, I knew Apple was a piece of shit. No, I love the company. I just think that, as I said this morning, I think that it's going to actually touch the 200-day. Let's see if I can find another day trade here. Okay, we took profits at a good spot, which was VWAP in 830. I think this can come down more. But we do have bullish divergence here, so I cannot short this. Not just yet. And the macro that we were in that gave us that short is over now. It's 10-10. So we actually took the short and timed it perfectly out at that level. But if you look at the 15-minute, we're in a fair value gap. There's a breaker there. And we have bullish divergence on the shorter time frame. So I cannot short further just yet. You like Tim Cook as a CEO? Yeah, I think he's a good operator. Hey. I think there's a long on oil soon. I want it to get past Asia low. See this right here? Consolidation, manipulation. It's now below London. It could go below Asia or could stop here, but I think there's a long on oil here. It just depends if it wants this low or wants this low. But from a high time frame, we are in the daily fair value gap. I'm freezing. 1 second. All right. Apologies. Wait, are you guys not able to find the link to the lifetime? Some of you have said that. It should be there. Here, if you cannot find it. Yeah, it's right there. If you use the code 300K, it's 30% off, and it will expire after this stream. I don't typically day trade options. I'd much rather day trade futures, but let's see if there's a trade on Nvidia. What the hell? Yeah, I would need it to get below pre-market low for me to even think about longing this. The next thing I'm looking at is a long on oil. Michael Jones, it's very smart that you picked ES and not NQ. ES right now is a stronger one. If you are going to long one, it would be ES. I'm personally not I'm personally not longing it just yet. But if you are going to long one, it definitely would be ES. Super tough compared to NQ here. Yeah, a lot of strength here. And once again, massive divergence here between ES and NQ. ES going up, NQ going down. And we have bearish divergence once again. Bullish divergence once again. So, yeah, smart on you to long to pick ES to long. I'm not long ES yet. But if I was going to long, it definitely wouldn't be NQ. That's why I shorted NQ. Okay. So we're below all of these lows here on Nvidia. We still have these lows, but if Nvidia breaks above this, which is also 830, I would consider longs. Yeah, I love this gap up by Uber. I think by Monday or Tuesday, it hits 70. What was I going to look at? Oh, yeah. I want to look at SMCI real quick. We are officially above that. I'll make a decision today whether I take those March 35 calls. The thing is, we're at a super important level here. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Here's the thing. Like, normally I would want to wait until we're trading above that level, right? The thing with SMCI, it's a type of stock that if some news comes out unexpectedly, this can already be up. And right now, as I showed you on, I can't remember what video, but SMCI, the IV is actually pretty low here. Let's see. Yeah, for those of you that don't understand options trading details yet, which is fine, but if you look at the IV percentile on SMCI, it's 38%. That means its IV right now is lower than it is around 62% of the time, right? So 62% of the time, SMCI's IV is higher than this. So even though its IV raw number is 140%, which is, if you just looked at that, you would think it's volatile. Its IV percentile comparatively is only 38% compared to itself. So that's the type of play where if you can catch a spike in IV as well as a spike in delta, it'll pay a lot. And I'm just afraid that we get news that spikes price and IV heavily. So I'm willing to potentially front run this a little bit, even though it is at a major level. We'll see. I'll decide by later today. What's the link? Let's do another giveaway. Karan says, what are the giveaways? This dude only shows up when there's free shit, bro. All right, right now, waiting for... What's up, Sonar? Waiting for a little bit more context here before taking another play. For those of you just joining, we shorted NQ. Booked 800 on that. Looking for a long in CL. Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll do a giveaway right now. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. 1 second. We already gave away a hoodie. We'll do a $100 cash giveaway soon. And I'm going to be giving away 1 lifetime membership. Please, I need the lifetime. That's not how you're going to win, bro. All right. I want to see if I can find a long on oil. Off this manipulation down. We're in a daily fair value gap. Hit the 50% mark of the daily. What I want to wait for is a break of structure. And here's midnight and then a retest. In the meantime, let's do a giveaway. All right. Giveaway question number 2. Let's try to make this a tough one. Even though you guys can Google everything. Maybe I'll make it a personal question. Giveaway question number 2. Okay, we'll make this a fun one. What year, even though I don't like to make it about myself, but I don't want to give you a question that you could just Google. That's why if it's a personal question, you can't Google it. So in order to give away the lifetime, we're going to make it tough, okay? What year did I graduate college? Yo, someone said 2017 and someone said 2000. So this fool either thinks I'm fucking 25 or 45. All right, I'm going to take a screenshot randomly, and the first right answer gets a free lifetime. And if you are already a lifetime member, we're going to give it to somebody else, and I'll figure out a nice prize for you. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if someone got it right. Ooh, very close. No one got it right, but there was a couple of close ones. So we got to keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Again, another close one. We're going to keep doing this until someone gets it right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Chinedu. You got it right. The year 2000. So here's what I want you to do. Same as last time. I want you to email operations with an S at thetravelingtrader.com. And I need you to take a screenshot of your profile, of your YouTube profile. They will email you a unique code. And I need you to come back to this video, this live stream, and put that in the comment to make sure that it's you. But congrats, Chinedu. You won a lifetime membership. You get access to all future masterminds, all previous mastermind recordings. You get access to the Discord for life, all the trade alerts, all the daily live streams. Congrats, bro. Someone said 2000, LOL. Yeah. I graduated in 2000. They thought it was a joke. He typed 20K, not 2K? Come on, bro. Chat GPT's at 2016? How would they even know who the fuck I was? Damn, how old are you? I'm still young enough for your mother. Imagine that. Which is wild. She likes him young, and somehow I'm still young enough. All right, I like this setup here on oil. I might take a long here. This is definitely a scary proposition with this humongous gap here. We're already seeing some selling pressure into it. I would have liked this to be a full-bodied candle above the breaker. Wow, it didn't even hit the freaking breaker. This Tobias dude. What is happening with the ASML? From 752 to like 700. And this is with AI being the focus now. Dude, it's down 1% today. I like this little scalp on oil. It's just a scalp, $90 stop limit. Not bad. I think I'm going to take a crack at oil here. They just buy 800 ASML calls? What do you mean? It's only down 1% today. It's just making higher highs and higher lows in this pattern here. All right, we're coming up on a macro in 10 minutes. And finally, we're getting a push down on the indices. We shorted it to 830. Continuing now, not looking for a long or short just yet. Wait, did my stop limit hit on oil? I had a $90 stop limit. Oh, I think this still plays. I think this still plays, but we have these equal lows here, and this might play for an even bigger long. We have these equal lows in this fair value gap. So I'm going to put an alert here, because if we get down here, I think that'll be a much bigger long than the little scalp I tried earlier. And we have these equal highs that'll get taken out too. What do you think of Nvidia? Buy now or wait? You waited this whole time to buy Nvidia? Have a look at A and F? No. Yo, that is shiesty. I mean, I did have a tight little stop. But if it makes the move now, do you trade warrants? And your thoughts regards to warrants, safer, better, worse than options? Bro, options are not safe or unsafe. If you don't know how to trade, nothing is safe. If you know how to trade, nothing is unsafe. The instrument you're trading is not going to make you a better trader. Do you suck at trading because you didn't put in enough time and your risk management is ass? If the answer is yes, then warrants or not, nothing's going to help you. Is your risk management on point, and do you know what you are trading? And do you know how to set your risk management? If the answer is yes, then you can trade anything. How about VIX calls? For what reason? This is not a dessert shop, bro. You don't just point to things and start throwing money at it. Like, what's the actual thesis? Idris, who are you talking to? All right, BZ, you're annoying as hell, bro. There's nothing besides oil, man, that ticked me and ran. There's nothing besides oil that I want to trade right now. They're still guessing when I graduated? Oh, they must be watching on replay. All right. So we gave away a hoodie. We gave away a lifetime membership. Let's do another giveaway before this 1050 macro here. ES may have a long. Not yet, no. What macro's coming out? Can't see it on the calendar. It's not on the calendar. Okay, let's see this bullish divergence here. If we can take out London low, if we can take out that low within the next 5 minutes, it'll be easier, but not necessary because ES already took out London low. If I do long one, it will be ES. That's for sure. That is for sure. Dun, 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 dun. ES is much stronger. But not yet confirmed for me. There is midnight, breaker, tiny fair value gap. I mean, this could be the long here. So right there, and midnight, and bullish SMT. KMI. Just check out the link in the description. Desiree or Desiree. I think your assessment on the hourly is correct, but I still think there's a short-term long. It may not be the broadest of longs, but I think you're right in general that we still have high time frame bearish SMT for sure. But how do you know? How do you know that NQ won't swipe that high first? Right there, we get a CISD if we close above that. NQ is retesting midnight in the 1 minute. Let's see if it fails this. Because this might be the long for ES. All right, let's do another giveaway here. What questions should we ask? So we gave away a lifetime. We gave away a hoodie. Let's give away $100 cash. Either you have to have either PayPal or Cash App. Nothing else. Don't ask me about Zelle. Don't ask me about MoneyGram or WePay or WeChat or whatever. Okay? What day? It was a Monday, but what day was Black Monday? What day was Black Monday in the stock market? Ooh, we took out those lows on CL. I'm going to try another long on CL here. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First answer to get it right is Gagan Grewal. Same protocol, Gagan. Need you to email operations@thetravelingtrader.com. Take a screenshot of your YouTube profile. You will get back a code. I will need you to put that code in the comment of this video later when the stream is done. And I will send you $100 on PayPal or Cash App. Also, put your PayPal or Cash App in the email. All right, let me see something real quick. What's Gagler? I don't know, bro. I don't know millennials speak or Gen Z speak. What is Gagler? I mean, besides what they call your mother up the block, what is Gagler? I've only ever heard that term referred to her. Do I want to take this long? Oh, Gagan? No, someone said Gagler. I'm going to hold off on this long here. I'm going to hold off on this, guys. I'm going to hold off until that low is taken out. And that low is Asia low. I'm holding off on this. But I think there's a long on oil later today. Once that low is taken out, I'm going to set an alert at that low. So far, the biggest win was an NQ short for 800. Took a little $90 stab on CL. That didn't pan out. I still think there's a long on CL. Dude, why are you so toxic? Because people come from my head, bro. I'm not toxic. I'm not toxic at all. I just treat this like a stand-up comedy show. Like, you're more than welcome to come at me. I'm an open book. You're more than welcome to come at me. The problem is that people start crying when I come back at them, right? It's like people who think they're boxing because they have a punching bag, right? So they're hitting the punching bag. They record themselves on Instagram. They put the fucking music. They're like, yeah, son, come get these hands. But they've been hitting a rubber bag the whole time. And so then someone comes and was like, all right, let's spar. And then they get touched once and start crying. That's the same thing. You're more than welcome to come at me on the stream. If it's funny, I'll even laugh. But the minute I say something back, you're so mean, bro. You're so rude. I'm going to call my mom. Call her. Her phone will probably ring in this room. Another thing I want to trade here right now, RTY looks messy, honestly, but does look like a long, but it looks messy. I think we caught the best move of the day, not going to lie. Not going to touch CL until we hit Asia low, then it's on site for a long to potentially take out these highs. Tesla flat, Nvidia made a high, dropping a little bit, giving back a little bit of gains, but we are also in this gap here, just hanging around. I think it's clear to me that most of the mega caps are waiting for next week, and next week being FOMC, which is on Wednesday, and we'll definitely be going live for. All right, let's do one more giveaway. What would you do if you are deep in the money QQQ? I wouldn't be deep in the money and then start asking questions. I would have my plan laid out beforehand. JB says use your Chase rewards. Kanan says one day I'm going to hear M crack up through your mic. She does all the time. Sometimes I'll say stuff and you can hear her laughing in the background. But she's also trading, and I'm sure she doesn't care for childish jokes while she's trading. All right. So we gave away a hoodie. We gave away $100. We gave away a lifetime membership. All right, you guys. I'll give away an I Love Mondays mug, and I'll give away a dad hat. We'll do that. Soothing sounds. Before I do the giveaway, I want to explain something to you, okay? This whole channel, the reason I started it, right? We just hit 300K subs. Thank you to all those who sub. It took me 2 years just to get to 10K subs, right? It took me another 2 years from that to get to 100K. So the first 4 years of YouTube, I was making less than $200 a month from YouTube, okay? I did not start this YouTube to make money. I started this YouTube because I was sick of garbage content in the trading space and the habits that ensure that 99% of traders fail. My main goal is to eradicate them, okay? So I'm not mean, I'm not condescending, but when someone's like, I have calls, now what do I do? Trust me when I tell you, that is why 99% of retail fails. Because this type of mindset, they don't treat the markets with respect. If I wanted to play golf or learn how to fly a plane, or if I wanted to play jazz professionally, or if I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer, I would put my heart and soul in that. And nothing would stop me from learning and succeeding in that. But the way that people treat the markets is they open up a brokerage account and then start messing around. And every single day, they're just messing around. That's all they're doing. Every single day, they're just messing around. I'll try this. I'll try that. Why not VIX calls? Oh, AMD's cheap. Let me buy AMD. Oh, man, I bought QQQ calls. Now what do I do? Oh, I'm so deep in the red. I'm minus 99% on these calls. Should I let them go? Right? They either treat it like a casino or they treat it unseriously. And so when you show up on this channel and you ask me a question, I'm more than happy to teach. But if you ask me a question like, I bought these calls, now what do I do? This is probably the wrong channel to say that in, because the whole point of this channel, the whole reason of this channel is to make sure to eradicate these bad habits, right? So I'm not being mean. It's really the best advice that you will get, and advice that I wish someone gave me, okay? Like, even if you just follow the free videos, it's advice that I wish someone gave me. I'm not going to be right 100% of the time. That's not the point of this channel. I will be wrong a lot of times, but I'll have an exit plan. I will be right a lot of times, but I'll have an exit plan. So if you're deep in QQQ calls, what was your exit plan? Your exit plan wasn't, let me hop on a random YouTuber stream and ask him what should I do with my hard-earned money. Your exit plan should be, okay, I'm tired of losing. I'm going to take this seriously. I'm not just going to wake up, try some things, close my computer, and do it again for the next 500 days like it's Groundhog's Day. I'm going to start taking this seriously and write out a plan. I'm buying these QQQ calls because, let's say, for instance, I expected us to get back to all-time highs. So my target take profit is 539. If we get below 520, I'm closing the calls. That's how your plan should look. And you stick to it robotically. That's it. It's not, I'm going to try something, then ask around frantically, what should I do with my open position? So if you think that's mean, I apologize. But also, you're going to have to learn if you want to be profitable. And if nobody else is talking to you like this, that's the exact reason I started this channel. Because most of the content out there is garbage. Apologize. All right, let's do this giveaway. What question should we ask? What question should we ask? All right. So, does anybody know why Tesla cars are named Model S, Model 3, Model X, and Model Y? Does anybody know why they're named that? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Heriberto Luna. Your pick. If you want the hat or the mug, again, email operations@thetravelingtrader.com. Send them your YouTube profile. Send them a pic of your YouTube profile. They will email you back a specific code. Then come back to this video, put in that code, and you will get either a mug or a hat, whichever one you want. And I'll pick another one for shits and giggles. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Sexy is not correct. It's S3XY is the real one. So Elcom, same for you. You can choose between the hat or the I Love Mondays mug. Email operations@thetravelingtrader.com and put in, take a screenshot of your YouTube profile. They'll send you back a code. And then you have to reply to this video with that code. And it's yours. So give away a hat, a mug, a hoodie, a lifetime membership, and $100. Now, for the rest of you, just off of this stream, this coupon code doesn't exist anywhere. Use the coupon code 300K at checkout. It's at the pinned section of this. You get 30% off annual or lifetime. It will expire after this stream. So if you want to use it, use it. And secondly, doing a free trading webinar on February 2nd. So for those of you that want to learn how to trade and want to start taking it seriously in 2025, because the opportunities that come this year, or the next 4 years, honestly, will be unmatched. Probably since what we saw during the pandemic times. It's not going to be that easy. I just think there will be a lot of volatility, both long and short. This link is in the description. Sign up to it. First 1,000 people that get in, get in. Is this a long on CL here? Okay, we got above these equal highs on ES. Let's see if we can get a unicorn setup here. I wonder if we get a long setup on Nvidia. I think Apple might be setting up for a potential long. I'm going to be monitoring Apple, Nvidia, not messing around with oil. What? My camera went out. Why am I upside down? What the fuck is going on here? Yeah. I think I'm going to open up these SMCI calls towards the end of today. Especially if we can close above 35.18. Or, you know, if it looks like we're going to close above 35.18. Man, indices with some really ugly price action, man. This has been the price action since 10 a.m. And we caught this move down earlier in the stream to this level. Since then, it's just been sideways. So thankfully, we were able to catch that. I'm interested to see what Apple does here. If we get a move like this, there might be a 0 DTE play on Apple that we'll set up after lunch. AMD hitting that trend line once again. This might be, if it gets good momentum, let's see what the volume looks like. If it gets good momentum and we push past that 131.5 level, there might be a multi-day long on AMD on the table. But it also reports earnings February 4th. Actually, let me see something. No, I don't think Apple is dead. I don't know if you're talking about me. All right, we're back with the OG cam. The options market overestimated AMD stock earnings move 54% of the time. Okay, it's 50-50. While I'm at it, let me check out Tesla real quick. Okay. The options market overestimated Tesla stock earnings move 17% of the time. Okay, so this means 83% of the time Tesla beats the expected move. This is big. Beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last 8 times in a row, And 9 out of the last 10 times, Tesla beat the expected move. This means I'm going to buy strangle on Tesla. That's what that means. That's what that means. If I look at the IV, the IV crush isn't even that bad. IV crush is around 13%. And IV actually starts climbing before earnings. But what about theta? So, all right, let's check this out real quick. Let us check this out real quick. So earnings are next week. If we go Feb 14, and buy 25 Delta Strangle. So by the 470, call, and the 340 put, and we analyze this. When are Tesla's earnings? 29th, right? Wednesday, 31st. So let's say on the 31st, so if on the 31st, Tesla has to be Okay. So if we put in a IV crush of minus 13, no. Minus 13. Okay. So we have our IV crush of minus 13. So Tesla by Friday, a week from today, has to be basically 450 or above to break even, or 343 or below. Now, the one thing is the theta on this is minus 45. So what I want to see is, should I open it today or open it on Wednesday? And I think I'm going to open it on Wednesday because we're going to be losing $45 a day just by holding this. And the Vega is only $24 a day if implied volatility goes up. And we see here that implied volatility does start going up before earnings. But is it enough to outdo the amount of theta? So I will likely open these next week, but I'm going to be opening a 25 delta strangle on Tesla expiring February 14th. That's what I'm doing for Tesla earnings. This is an asymmetrical bet for sure. And it's all based on data. It's not a guess. This is my thesis based on actual data. Right? Based on the data that we know that 83% of the time, which is one of the most asymmetrical percentages out of all the mega caps, Tesla beats the expected move, whether up or down, by the way. This doesn't tell you, nobody can tell you whether price is going to go up or down. We just want to know whether it's going to make a big move up or down, or not a big move up or down. Chichamus, appreciate the comment, man. So that is what we gonna do. Now, let me check the markets real quick. Are we still chopping about, guys? All right. All right, last chance to get 30% off the lifetime. The code will expire after this live stream. This code is nowhere except for this live stream. So make sure if you wanted it, you take advantage now. Here are my thoughts for the day. I'm going to see if we can take Asia low on oil. The market does kind of look weak, but I'm looking for maybe a confirmed long in the PM session on NQ or ES. Need confirmation on Apple, but there might be a PM long on Apple. SMCI will likely buy the March 21st 35 calls. I really would like to see us inch towards that $35 level towards the end of the day before making that decision. Tesla will be playing a strangle next week for earnings, the 25 Delta strangle. And yeah, if you want the rest of my trades, you can't see the lifetime option. Yes, you can. I just clicked it. It's right there. Click that link at the top. Gave away a hoodie, a mug, a hat, $100. Gave away a lifetime sub. Gave you guys a coupon code for the annual or the lifetime. Putting together a free trading webinar for you guys on February 2nd. That link is also in the description. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for 300K. Just wanted to do the stream and give back. Those of you in the Discord, I'll see you in the PM session. For the rest of you, I'll see you when I see you. But appreciate you guys so much. Peace. Make sure you click that link because the code will expire.